Tonight, I want to show you guys something cool that got sent to us. Well, a lot of something's cool. Another amazing brand that I have been using for years. I've really enjoyed their products. They make some very quality caulking guns, knives, stuff like that, some sheetrock tools, all that sort of thing, chalk lines. They make some of my favorites of those items, and they sent us tools this month. So let's open this up. I just want to show you guys what all they sent. These are going to be getting worked into my daily carry. I'll let you guys know how each one works out. There's going to be a whole lot of pictures of these showing up over on my Instagram, so be sure to go follow me over there at Millis_construction. And if you follow me there, you see a lot more job site pictures and tools every day that we're using. So throw a guess down there real quick on who you think sent some tools before I hold this up, because guess what? They also sent us a new banner for the shop. So we won't just have a DeWalt over here anymore behind the workbench. We're now going to have... How cool is that? How many of you guys already use their tools? At least, you know, the ones I mentioned there that we all know about. The caulking guns. For instance, this is one of the ones they just sent me here because I've been using the ultralight, the ones for the normal size caulking tubes I've been using a long time. But the high, they have the ones that really help your hand. And this is one of those, especially on these large guns where you're using thick sealants, you're doing the cracks in a parking lot, things like that, you know, where you have the between the concrete seams. This caulking gun here that they sent has their dual power feature, so you have an 8-to-1 or a 16-to-1 thrust ratio, depending on how you flip this switch. But I've been using their other ones for years. You've seen them over on my finishing kit setup that I had where, you know, my punch list completion kit. You've seen that over there. They're just my favorite caulking guns and have been a long time. So this one is the Convoy RS400 that they sent, and they have a 1 to 6 on the viscosity range. And this one with one switch will pump at a 3. The other switch gets you to the level 5. So just depending on how difficult they are to pump, you can just flip this switch to get different thrust ratios on that. So a lot easier on your hand and all that. So anyway, very cool caulking gun they sent, but man, we got a lot of tools to get through here. To give you an idea, I'll show you the box they sent us here. So this is just going to be a little overview tonight. Look at this, huge box. So I had to get my hands on some of these really quickly. So as you can see here, I'm actually wearing the Tajima tape right now, and this is the one with the smart lock for your belt. That little locking plate stays on your belt the same as with their lights. I'll show you one of their lights here in a minute. But this is the Tajima GS, their strong tape right there. And very heavy-duty blade and everything. Normal lock on it. Has a tether point here on the back if you're working at heights. Nice protected case. A lot of people love their Tajima tapes. They're just great. And this one, of course, is imperial and metric on the blade there. So you have both options right at hand. Really nice when you're working with a lot of Festool and German tools like we are anyway. But you can see it has a different kind of a switch right there on the back, and that's for that safety lock on your belt, and you can see it just clicks right in there. So you're not pulling it on and off your pants pocket or whatever. You know, I've been using that little belt hitch thing, and it's pretty great too. But this just locks on there really good. So tonight is more of just an overview. I'll do actual reviews on these tools as I've put them through their paces a little more. But I want to show you guys everything that we have upcoming and everything that they were so awesome as to send us here at the channel. So let's check them out. I went ahead and they just came out with these lights, and I wanted to go ahead and get this to working. So I went ahead and took it out of the box. So sorry about this one not looking like a brand new box we've already got going. This is their IM350 Gradilight with wide angle beam. Anyway, this thing, it's got, you know, tilting light, swiveling light, all that good stuff. Like 3 levels of brightness on it. And it works off of their same kind of style of a belt lock. You can kind of see how their tape is. It's a Tajima. And this just stays on your belt in either direction, it looks like. Has good hooks and everything everywhere to mount this, and magnets on the back if you want to just stick it in. My table's magnetic, actually. So this is on your belt. That just snaps right into your belt. So kind of slick there. I really probably end up putting this on one of my Vito bags, though, 'cause it seems pretty good. we'll see how that works out. But that's one of their brand new products. So we'll have a little review on that coming up at some point. They have actually 3 new lights, and that's one of the 3 that I thought I could probably use the best. So we all know we love their chalk lines and everything, but they also make an ink line, and they sent me one of these. This actually works off of, you know, you fill it with ink. So you get a lot finer line. You can see how tiny that line is, and it's an auto retract. Rolls right up on itself, so you can get a real fine actual ink snap line there. You can actually see that. You have to block your face with this camera, but anyway, great little tool there. I'm looking forward to trying that out. I haven't gotten to try their ink lines before. I love their chalk lines. Their jam-free chalk lines in the black case. They're amazing. Okay. Went ahead and they sent me one of their Drywall Rasps too. If you've used Drywall Rasp before, this has a lot more features to it than, you know, just the one off the shelf at Lowe's. There are designs in here for doing your inside rasping, doing outside corners. Lot of things you can do with this particular rasp. It'll get into a groove and all that kind of thing. Wherever you need to get, when, you know, like some of us, we try to be maybe a little too perfect with our sheetrock. This kind of helps you actually achieve that. So very good looking tool too. Just fantastic. But of course, some of their blades, these are their V-Rex 2s. They sent me a box of those. And let's see, this is their V-Rex knife that those blades are for. Isn't that just an awesome red utility knife? So we all use these all the time. You know, normally I use the Linux. I've used Linux for a long time. There's nowhere to get this really locally to me other than ordering online, so I haven't had the opportunity to try some of these things. So they sent me one of these, as well as, well, that's more blades for the other one. I've already had to open this one because this knife just looked way too cool. This is the DFC 560, and that's what the case for it looks like. But this knife right here, this is one that actually has the long blades, you know, where you push the button and the blades come out the end like that. And they're called a razor black blade, and very, very sharp. These are the snap-off razor blades, but the black and white, I really like that design. This just goes together really well for my sheetrocking setup. It has a tip back here for opening paint cans, and it has, when the blade's all the way in, that side right there works as a little flathead screwdriver. So you have quite a few options in that little knife right there. Fits your hand really well, and it's all, you know, Japanese company, fantastic tools. I've been loving them a long time. And there's the box for the Drywall Rasp. But just a lot of neat options with it as well. And the ink comes like this. You actually get a little vial, a little bottle of ink that you refill this the ink chalk line with. So really neat if you have real precise work where that dust is making your line too fat to be at the level of accuracy that you need. It's just a next level of accuracy on a chalk line. So really looking forward to trying that out. Let's see here. Another awesome drywall tool they sent, the Tajima Gt Jab Saw. So has a real nice heavy handle on it. Japanese tempered steel. Everything in here is Japanese steel, and it's marked on every single item, you know, Japanese tempered steel. So we already know how good their stuff is on this, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how they compare to the Linox and those ones that I've been using for a long time. And another awesome tape measure here. This is the Sigma E-Stop strong tape. I have not taken this one out yet. They sent all 16 footers because those are my favorite sizes. But also this is what the little piece looks like that's actually on my belt right now for the other tape. So you could use these different tapes, I assume interchangeably, depending on what you like. They all have that same bracket on the back, and it just snaps in just like that on that holder. So if you got this on your belt, it's really, really nice. Once it's on there, you know, you just press down on that as you pull your tape off. So put your 2 fingers under your tape, press down on the yellow, tape pops right off, back in, and this protects all around your pocket, kind of like that pocket hitch does on the other one, but this just comes with the tapes. So Great little setup there. Very heavy duty feeling tapes. And this is an auto locker. When you pull it out, you actually have to push the button to retract the tape there. You can see. So nice little tape. And I think that has got me to the bottom of that box. But man, do we have so much awesome Tajima stuff to check out over the next few weeks of working and everything, and to tell you guys about here on the channel. I've loved their tools a long time, so pretty much a no-brainer to enjoy looking at some of theirs. Really appreciate the company sending me some things out to check out. It's fantastic of them. You know me, I really like to talk about only tools that I already am a big fan of. We have a lot of places. Even at this size, I know we're still really small. We have a lot of companies reach out that want to send something, but man, a lot of the stuff, it's not of the type of tool that I want to bring to this channel, but I already love Tajima, so can't beat their tools already, so I'm looking forward to trying out more of their lineup. Follow us on Instagram, and you'll see a lot more pictures of this stuff, but otherwise, I'll be reviewing some of these in the coming weeks, and you can see how they are. In the meantime, how many of you guys out there are using Tajima tools? What do you think? What's some of your favorites? Put them down below. I really am curious. I love to see your comments. I try to respond to all of them I can. And don't forget, millisconstruction.tv if you want to get any of our cool little stickers of the little cartoon tool guy, and love to have y'all check out that page. I've started adding a lot more links over there, my bag loadouts and stuff like that. If you want easier access to what's in the bags and all that, go check it out over there. Y'all have an awesome week. Don't work too hard. See you next time.